I tell you, tretinoin is not the bad girl. Tretinoin is not the devil. Okay? Tretinoin is good and it is bad. So it is good in the sense that it gives your skin so many benefits. If you don't know how to use it, it is going to irritate your skin. It can make your acne worse. It can make your skin peel. It can make your skin red. It can make your skin become more sensitive to sunlight. It's going to cause you sunburn and it's going to do more harm than good. What I'm trying to say is if you must use tretinoin, you must use it at a regimented dose. I have an acne prone skin, so breaking out is a thing that my skin enjoys doing. So I needed to use something that will keep, the acne, process under check. Just a little backstory. Before now, I was just like everyone on the internet, surfing the YouTube, trying to know more about tretinoin before I started using it on my face. I got a lot of negative feedback. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from. I'm your girl, Goodness, and I am a board certified Bonds on Plastic nurse, your beautician, and a YouTuber. We're going to be discussing in details about tretinoin, and in a bit to talk about tretinoin, I'm going to touch retinol and adapalene. Yeah, but my concentration, my main focus is on tretinoin. So what is tretinoin? Tretinoin is a vitamin A derivative that is abundantly produced by the body, especially the iris of the eyes produces vitamin A. So this vitamin A, just like we have in our antibiotics, is produced in generations. Yeah, it's produced in first, second, and third generation. The regular retinol and tretinoin that is the first generation of the vitamin A family that was produced, and the adapalene that is popular is in the third generation. The big question is, how is this vitamin A broken down? Retinol is broken down to retinaldehyde, and retinaldehyde is now broken down to tretinoin before it is absorbed on the skin. So tretinoin, when you put it on your skin start using it up like immediately. That will body. The function of retinol, tretinoin, adapalene is basically to help with acne, signs of aging, stimulate collagen production, and help with excessive production of melanin. Okay, it comes as retinol. Retinol is the one you can find everywhere. You don't need to buy retinol based on prescription, but when you put on retinaldehyde, you just take one step for it to get absorbed in the skin. And when you put on retinol, it has to be broken down to retinaldehyde, then to retinoic acid, which is also known as tretinoin. There are products that you can combine retinol, tretinoin, adapalene with, and these products are safe. The best combination with tretinoin, retinol is your peptides. Your peptides work hand in hand with your tretinoin to make sure that collagen is effectively produced and your skin looks bouncy and healthy by the next day. You are allowed to use hyaluronic acid because if you have a dry skin, it might make it worse. So you need to focus on hydrating your skin, making sure that your hydration game is strong. If not, you're going to wake up with a dry skin and you're going to wake up with an irritated skin. Once your skin is dry, it's going to be irritated. Yeah. So what you need to do is to make sure you combine it with things like hyaluronic acid. You're free to combine it with your niacinamide. And there are also products that cannot be put together. Product like the AHS, BHAs, you cannot use it. In fact, when you're using retinol, you must make sure that you reduce products that are active. You know, all those active ingredients like your tranexamic acid, all those, alpha-arbutin. And it's not like I have once used, tretinoin with alpha-arbutin and I didn't break out. But the recommendation is when you're using tretinoin, because it is quite active, you have to make sure you know the kind of, ingredients that you combine it with. If you are using retinol, tretinoin, adapalene, whatever, make sure that you use sunscreen. Although adapalene can be safely used during the day, it does not make your skin as sensitive as retinol and tretinoin makes your skin. You must follow up with your sunscreen. And if you're using retinol and tretinoin, sunscreen should be your best friend by the next day. So what are the retinol, tretinoin irritation? Bear it in mind that when you are using tretinoin, you are not meant to put it or apply it on a damp skin. Damp skin is a wet skin. If your skin is still wet, you still have water or whatever serum on your skin, you need to hold on and dry your skin, fan your skin, use your hand, whatever you know that you can do to make it dry up. You have to wait until it dries up before you can put on the tretinoin on your skin. If you don't do that, especially if you're a newbie, then your skin is going to quickly absorb it, and that will increase your chances of irritation. You know, if you're commencing the journey of using the tretinoin, using the retinol, you have to start with the lowest dose. It's just like when you're introducing a therapy, you need to start, you know, when you're trying a new product now, you know, you need to do a patch test, isn't it? To know if your skin is going to, like, you know, tolerate it, accept it, if it's going to be okay by your skin. The same thing applies to tretinoin. You need to start with a little dose. You need to start, there's a 0.025% dose. You can start with that. But I'm trying to explain that you start from the lowest dose, then graduate to 0.05%, then you can go to 0.1, percent, before, you know, you will see that the change, the effect is dramatic. At the moment, my skin is quite comfortable with 0.95 of tretinoin. But when I started my vitamin A journey, I started with 0.3% retinol from Paula's Choice. Then I graduated to 0.5% of retinol from The Ordinary, which my skin didn't accept. My skin was breaking out like no man's business. So I had to step down to 0.05% of tretinoin. Then that is working well for my skin. I've been using it for a while now, and as you can see, my skin is happy. So, and that is that. Another way to reduce the chances of irritation is using a method that we call the sandwich method. Yeah, if you have a sensitive skin that gets irritated easily, having made sure that it is dry enough, you will apply your moisturizer. Like when you finish applying your serum, apply your moisturizer on your skin and let it get absorbed. In doing that, you have formed a barrier. Like the tretinoin is not going straight into your skin, the moisturizer is forming a barrier, making sure that you are not irritated. Then after the moisturizer, you can apply the tretinoin or your retinol, and then go on again to apply another layer of moisturizer. In doing this, you will not be irritated. That's a cheat code there. Make sure you keep to that rule. So the secret behind skincare is, if you don't keep to the rule, you will surely pay for not keeping to the rule, especially when it comes to tretinoin. Tretinoin is not so much of your friend. You must keep to the rule to be able to flow with the vitamin A derivative or vitamin A family. Finally, I want to talk about how I was able to get my tretinoin. We all know that in England, the NHS is pressured and the waiting list is long. So I kept complaining when I had so much acne, and it took forever for me to get an appointment. And luckily, when I traveled to Nigeria, I got an appointment, got my tretinoin, and I started using my tretinoin, and my skin is happy. Of course, in England and in other developed countries of the world, tretinoin is used strictly on prescription. So I am going to be recommending products that are quite close, very, very close to tretinoin. Just one step for it to, like, they are precursor to tretinoin. They will just break down just one step for you to get the same effect. And honestly, you will see positive results. Number one on the list is the Medic 8 retinaldehyde. And the second one I'll be recommending is the Natrum retinaldehyde. If you're a beginner, remember to start with the lowest dose possible. And the one I love so much is the one that has recently been produced by one of my favorite skincare brand, Paula's Choice. Paula's Choice have made a lovely retinaldehyde, and you should check that out. The final one I'll be recommending today is from our lovely skincare brand, Dr. Venita Ratan. She has made a power serum. It's called a power serum. It has retinaldehyde and retinol in it. She has combined both, and she made it for skin of color. So yeah, it does a lovely job on the skin. So you go out there and make sure you don't carry acne all over. Keep to all the rules and keep glowing, and I will see you in my next video.
Changing. Ooh, yeah. Summer's gone, but we're still dancing. Ooh yeah, ooh, yeah. Sweater weather, chill together. Pumpkin spice on every corner. Ooh yeah. Bonfire nights, starry lights. Hey, hey. Crunching leaves, moon so bright. Come on. Cozy blankets, hoodie season. Cider sipping, it's our reason. Fall vibes, fall vibes. Feel it in the air. Fall vibes, everywhere we share. Fall vibes, dancing through the cool night, no care. Fall vibes, autumn love affair. Fall vibes, apple picking, wind is kicking. Whoa, harvest moon, we're reminiscing. Let's go. He rides smiles and Halloween. All these colors can feel blue. Fall vibes, golden days, crisp air sways. Yeah, yeah. Football games, lazy Sundays. You know, hot chocolate, warm hugs too. We're together, just